Scenario 230 planning meeting. I'm Austin White. I am the demand planner. What do you
Um,
guys take?
my name's Eli Pukner. I am the production scheduler.
My name's Omar Zayed. I'm the assistant to the production scheduler.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get started. So, Eli, you want to take it away? And if you have your spreadsheet on hand. I unfortunately do not have my spreadsheet because I ran into some technical difficulties, but I will make sure to account for that error.
Yeah, for sure. I'll start us off here. Let me know when you guys can see my screen here. All good? All right. So again, like the last scenario, the first thing I did is I bumped us up to 5 fermenters starting on, I think it was March 25th. We do have to buy that at the beginning of the year again, like we did last time. I don't think we had any trouble with that. Um, and the second thing I did for Taj again was try to just clear up some room or clear up some inventory for Alley Cat. So I tried to keep the ending inventory for Taj at around 2,000 for the entire year. Um, just decreasing at the beginning of the year, starting in January, and then the rest off was pretty good. Um, the second thing that I did was started to focus on our new product. I think it's called Moonich. Um, since it's basically unknown, we don't really know how it's going to sell. It's a brand new product. So I just started us off with 2,500 production through the entire year and just kept it at $13, a pretty cheap price compared to our other ones. But again, it is unknown. So we wanna see how it'll sell first off, and that low price will draw more customers to it. Um, then the third thing I did, we actually had lost sales for Alley Cat, so I decided to lower the price, or sorry, up the price from April through August um, to bring down the demand. Um, and got rid of all the lost sales for Alley Cat and for Edgar as well. Then uh, one of the last things I did here is I noticed that we had way too much inventory for Alley Cat at the end of the year. I think it was about like 10,000 and 12,000 for November and December. So I just slowly started decreasing it, which again, we've learned in the previous years that we always end with way too much alley cat that we need. So I think we could basically we never want to stop producing the product because it's our best seller, but I think we can definitely just decrease it down to like 1,000 cases per month, going down to the end of the year. And then the absolute last thing I did was for the last 4 months, so September through December, I just decreased our prices down to 50%, and it did bump our EBT up, I think, about 4,000, which nothing wrong with a little more EBT, right? Um, that's all I got for us. I'm gonna hand it. Austin, would you like to read off my screen?
Yeah. I actually have a few things to add as well. So the first thing is I noticed that for Taj Mahal, the ending inventory is a bit high in January. We could honestly probably bump down the production for that, and we have to account for the fact that we are going to have the inventory from our last simulation throughout this one. So, or from our last trial run, or last year, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, if we scroll down to Alley Cat, you mind scrolling down for me? Thank you. So, um, again, I think we just need to account for the fact that we are going to have the inventory from the last year. So I think, we could even drop it down even more because I noticed that the ending inventory is a bit high in February and March. And although it is nice to have that extra inventory for the warmer months, I think, I do worry a bit that it is too much inventory, Uh, but that's all I have to say. Otherwise, I think it looks great. I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna do well with this plan.
All right, Omar, would you like to share yours next?
All right, so to start off with Taj Mahal, I kept the prices the same, all at 1750. For the first month of January, I lowered the production to 1200 to account for last year's production and inventory. I hired the prices, or I had the production, compared to what it was, I did lower the production to 3700 in the beginning months, but those are higher than the May to July months where I had them lowered at 2500, and then the rest of the year kept them at 3700. This is because just don't make as much production in those months from May to July. Um, Next at Alley Cat, this is one where I did change the prices a little bit, and those were in our April to August months, where I also mainly where I changed the production as well. For the beginning amount of the year, I kept the production at 2,500, and then once we got to April, I changed that production to 5,000, and once more the next month to 7,500. Kept it all the way till August, and that's when we went down. That's because in our winter months we don't particularly make as much in Alley Cat, and yeah. For Munich, kept the prices at 13 to 14. Mainly kept them the same. Hired them in the March to July months, but then lowered them in the winter months. Production, not too much compared to the other ales that we were producing. That's because it was a new one. I didn't really know what you should do with the production. Um, Kept them pretty high, lower them in the summer months. But besides that, kept them at around 3,500 the whole year. Next is Edgar Ale. Edgar Ale didn't change the price at all. Um, yeah, that was mainly it. And then for the fermenters, changed them to 5. That was one of the first steps I did. And with that, we obtained an EBT of 334,000. All right,
All
I'll
right.
hand that back.
Well, I think the only thing we have to do now is we just need to schedule those production orders. Um, do we know if we have to order the fifth fermenter, or is that gonna carry on from last year? Do we have to reorder it?
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Okay,
We do have to
so let's
reorder
do
it just because
that.
it's another year.
Just some final notes I just want to go over. We definitely should not take out a loan. I think we learned, that we should not do that for our own good. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's really all. Let's just avoid any lost sales and yeah, order that fifth fermenter, have it ready by March, and we should be good to go.
Alrighty, I'm going to share the screen again and let's get those production orders in, huh? Let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, we can
Good
see
to
it.
go?
Hmm.
All right, so I think again, we should start off with just 2 alley cats. And then I think it was, I think we should just start off with 1 Munich,
Yeah, one seems
Munich,
good.
and then we still only have 4 fermenters, so I think we should stay away from Edgar for now, just until we get that 5th fermenter. Um, so starting off, we got 2 Alley Cat, 1 Munich, and 1 Taj for our 4 fermenters. And then once we get that 5th one, could probably start incorporating Edgar Ale again. We do have leftovers from last year, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Anything else to add? How do these production orders look?
Looks good. It looks good. Yeah, I think we're about set up for, yeah, first few months. Yeah. All right. Well, once again, we're Team 8. This is our Scenario 230 planning meeting. Thank you for everybody who showed up. And yeah, see you guys on Wednesday.